Welcome back everyone, it's the trend update. We don't want to miss interesting stuff happening in the markets here, especially this week. Still have 2.5, 3 hours to go, but I'm guessing it's close enough to already take a look what this week and the previous 2 weeks have brought us. We have quite some interesting developments. I already mentioned a little bit on Twitter that we are moving and picking up trend directions once again. Over the summertime in June, July, markets had been slow. We broke out at the beginning of August, then paused again, and it seems like we could be holding some trending positions here until the end of the year and hopefully a little bit longer. Just take a look at this British pound yen position. You have your major breakout right here exactly, and price touched these breakout lines, these support lines, which are now resistance, also came close to the short-term moving average and is now rejecting this area. We are still closing green for the week, and the monthly, as it also gives us a new candle tonight, closes above its short breakout. When you take a look at that here, this shorter line right here marks your fractal sell signal in the old trend direction. So you have a downtrend, a correction, and a downtrend possibly coming as low as 115, 16, 17, who knows. We are closing above that breakout. That is not technically perfect, but we just trade according to the system and hold on until our stops are hit, and we would not take this as a sign for this market wanting to go up or anything. British pound US dollar shows us an ongoing downtrend as well. We have our breakout here. We have been in this for quite a long time, couple of weeks, and the market has come higher this week, but still remains below the balance zone, and I'm very much guessing we'll see this continue down as well. As you can see overall here, the overall trend direction has been down and is still down, and we are holding on as long as the market keeps on trending. Stop is currently inside the balance zone just above this fractal. Let's take a look at another interesting market here for the week. We are taking a look at New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar. The same stuff is true for those markets. We even see a bearish week here, and I'm guessing we will hit those old target zones here that could have already been hit while the market was breaking out at this level or at this level, but you never know how long the correction takes. So now it's the breakout here seems to be successful, and we are in this downtrend. Australian US dollar is exactly the same, even more of a bearish week here, and there is nothing else we do except for holding on to our shorts, which have been in ever since here, and the trend is running still and will keep on running too. Australian yen is also a short. We have been short from there and might also see new lows at 72. We don't really care, we have no targets, we just hold until we are stopped out, as I mentioned numerous times already today. That's key because you don't want to take profits too early. Euro dollar, I don't really know. We have a breakout, we are still short, but we have to stop above this week's candle. It rejected those higher levels, but we have no clean downside situation on the monthly. Take a look, we're in the middle of the balance zone, and there is no fractal here, so this might be massive support and market coming up again. I don't know, therefore no heavy position and a little bit more of a tight stop. Euro Swiss franc did break out on the monthly chart and is lower now, but also in the middle of the balance zone, which usually tells you that you have a support coming up. And we are short here as well from this point on. It looks good for the week, but we'll really see if this thing is able to really go that much lower. Take a look at some indices here. UK not looking good after breaking out below here. We are short, even though monthly chart is still up. We have taken an early short, and we are quite down here. DAX, German index, also bouncing off of resistance at 12.6, and let's see if this one can move lower down here. If we take a look at Spain, we are just about to hit the breakout to sell this market as well. So we're not looking that great in Europe actually. Here we have the French index. This one is pretty undecided so far. Now on the other hand, the US stuff just remains up. You know, we bought it, we are in, it's going up. Nothing really more to say. We're holding stops inside the balance zone, and we don't see that much of momentum in here. We don't really know yet if this will be a divergence building or if we will see a completely fresh bull market. Unclear so far. Let's see how the development of the momentum really goes. Gold and silver keep on sucking very much. They are down, trend to the downside intact, even so it's meeting a lot of support over here. Silver is just about the same. It looks even worse because it's almost about to hit these new lows here. It will really be interesting to see whether these markets are able to pull off a divergence, yet another one, coming closer to levels that we saw before in here, could come as low as $9. Let's see if that could happen or is going to happen. And market could be building a divergence in there, which would make this a massive buy opportunity at some point in the future. Right now, it's just a divergence, a trend to the downside, making a divergence to the previous downtrend, which came down all the way from 50 down to 1250. So this is the last leg. It could be the last leg down. Could go all the way to 9, which would be quite the loss, almost something like a 40% loss. Not good. Not good for people who physically bought this stuff, but you have to have a long breath. You just have to hold that position. Interesting also, the stock that I am looking at, EDF, that's not it. The French stock EDF here, nice breakout, and it's running up today. This week came down, it gapped open every day of the week, mostly to the upside, and we are holding this long. As I said the last time, this thing has beautiful divergences and it has a beautiful upside breakout, and it could hit levels seen in this area before, 25 to 27 or something like that. It's currently trading at 14. Let's see if that's a possibility. I'm holding on to this, and I'm not exiting anything before the market tells me to. Alright, that was a quick update. Trends are running. We are holding on to mostly short positions, except for this stock here and US indices, but we have a lot of shorts in Australian dollar. We have shorts in the British pound and New Zealand and yes, Australian US dollar I already mentioned are also shorts. So maybe until the end of the year these trends will continue and we can make some money off this stuff. Let's talk again when interesting stuff happens. Until then, happy trading and a happy weekend to everyone. Bye bye.